Hello and welcome to another Life with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and co-creator of Whole Being Healing. And today, let's talk about life, your life specifically, and whose life are you living? Are you living the life you came here to live? Or are you living somebody else's expectations? Because when we live our lives according to other people's expectations, we always suffer. We always lose. We cannot be fully healthy and happy, healed and whole while we are following other people's rules and doing things that other people expect us to do rather than living the life that we came here to live, following the rules of our Creator, the universal rules of life and living, those universal laws that allow all life to thrive. There are so many amazing forms of life on this planet. Every form of life, trees, birds, fish, frogs, plants, animals, humans, we're all designed to thrive. We're all here with reason and purpose. But for the most part, society has overridden the reason and the purpose. We have been taught, trained, conditioned, bullied often into living lives that other people want us to live, rather than living the lives that we desire to live, rather than living the life that lights us up from the inside. When you were younger, when you were a little kid, you had hopes and dreams, dreams of playing outdoors with your friends, exploring the world. What happened to those dreams? Are you still living them? Are you still playing? Are you still exploring? Are you still excited about life? If not, why not? Whose rules are you following? Whose expectations are you meeting? Are you following the path that God, Source, Creator, laid out for you that would allow you to live your greatest life? Or have you started following the rules, the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, the do's and the don'ts of society, of other people, of your parents, of your spouse, of your well-meaning family members? Because each and every one of us is designed to thrive. We're here to live life to the fullest, but we can't do it when we're not following our own inner guidance, when we're doing what we're expected to do rather than what we're called to do, rather than what we're guided to do. If we're not following our inner guidance, We're following external guidance. And the external guidance is never going to lead us to joy, peace, ease, thriving. This world that God, Source, Creator created to be a paradise, a Garden of Eden, has been hijacked by people who have no interest in us thriving. They have no interest in the natural world. They have no interest in beauty, in joy, in living in paradise. All we have to do is open our eyes and look at all the people, all of the big corporations that are actively destroying paradise, who are actively creating rules and regulations that we're expected to follow, or else. This is the time right now in human history where all of that is coming to an end. All of that is changing because it's time for healing. It is time for us to heal ourselves and this planet. Because destroying the planet and ourselves is not an option. It will no longer be tolerated. People are waking up in droves, starting to recognize that what's happening on this planet is not for our highest good. It's not for our health. It's not for our thriving. It's not for our joy and our happiness. Being watched every moment of every day, whether it's every click you make online, every pause you take on social media to read something or watch something, every time you come to a traffic light, every time you go through a toll checker thingy. Like, always others are watching. This is not living. This is living in captivity. It's like being in the zoo. We're born to be wild, unchained, uncensored, unedited, unruled. This is the time for us to start living by God's rules, by universal law, not by all the rules that men have made that are designed to keep us in the zoo, that are designed to keep us held hostage. This is the time for us to awaken to the power that we each have. Our inner light, that inner joy, that inner curiosity is powerful. We are grand beings of light. And we are here to shine. We're here to thrive. We're here to live our very best, most beautiful, most joyful, most light-hearted lives. Life is meant to be effortless. It's meant to be joyful. It's meant to be easy. We've been brainwashed into hard work. If you're working hard to just survive, you're not living. This is your invitation to move your consciousness in a different direction. Notice what else is possible. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities. Are you choosing from a cesspool of possibilities, a pool of limited possibilities? Are you simply making the best of what you're being given? Move your attention point. Look outward. Look elsewhere. Look upward. Look into the non-physical realms. Look into all of the possibilities that are available, but yet have not been embodied. Those possibilities, health, wealth, happiness, joy, thriving, are absolutely possible. These are possibilities that are ours to choose from. But we have to align ourselves with those possibilities. We have to focus on those possibilities, and we have to stop tolerating the cesspool of possibilities we've been granted by the powers that think they are. Right? You will own nothing and be happy. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's start to notice who's offering the possibilities, who's expecting us to follow their lead. Let's look at where they're leading. We don't have to follow their lead. We don't have to follow other people's rules that are not for our health, that are not for our highest joy of living. Just because everybody else is doing something doesn't mean it's a good thing to do. Just because everybody else is running into a snake pit doesn't mean you got to go with them. Just because everybody else is running off a cliff doesn't mean you have to go jumping off with them. There's so many more beautiful, wonderful, joyful possibilities. Possibilities that feel so much better, that feel so much more aligned, that allow you to live in a body that you love, a body that feels good, a body that's comfortable, a life that feels good, a life that feels comfortable, a life that you love living. How about that life? How about choosing that possibility? Geez, Lisa, I'd love that, but how do I do that? I don't have any money. I don't have any other options. I'm just doing what I have to do in order to survive. See, that's the programming. That's what you've been taught. That's what you've been conditioned to believe. And it's not true. You're living a lie. It's not the life that God had planned for you, that our Creator had in mind for you, that the universe, that life itself has in mind for you. Life wants to be lived to the fullest. And you are life itself. And if you are not living to the fullest, then you have to ask, why not? What is in your way? What is stopping you? How are you going to heal those wounds? How are you going to restore your divine design? How are you going to bring yourself back into alignment with the greatest version of yourself, the version of yourself that is already thriving, the version of yourself that is always healed and whole and happy and connected to life itself. That's what you're here for. And you know what? It's not that difficult. In fact, it's simple. But you have to be willing to move your consciousness to a different location. You have to be willing to raise your consciousness into a higher bandwidth. Healing happens naturally, effortlessly, when we allow it to, when we let go of the programming we've received. You're not responsible for the programming you've received that is causing you to live somebody else's life, somebody else's expectations. But you are the one, the only one that can change it. You're responsible for your own healing. You are responsible for your own consciousness. And the great news is it is far, far easier, far simpler, far more natural to live in alignment with your own consciousness than it is to live in alignment with everybody else's consciousness, everybody else's rules and expectations. When you learn to listen to yourself, listen to your creator, God, source, universe, whatever words you want to put on the divine inside you, when you learn to listen to your own divine soul, and you start following your own inner guidance, have the courage to say, no, I'm not going to do that. When somebody else expects you to follow some ridiculous rules or pay some ridiculous penalty for not following their ridiculous rules. No. Nobody else can make you live according to their rules. And you have every right to make other people prove their authority. The ones who are asking you to follow the rules. Make them show you their authority. Where'd they get their authority? Who made them God over you? Who gave them the right to rule over your life? You are the ruler of your own life. You are the authority. You are the author. Authority equals authorship. The author is the creator. You are that. You are the authority in your own life. Nobody else has authority over you, no matter what you've been taught to believe. Either you are authoring your own life or you're living under the authorship of somebody else, someone else's authority. It's time to stop living under other people's authority, to stop living under other people's rule. Stop following other people's rules. Start tuning in to the rules of our Creator, universal law, the laws that dictate how molecular matter is formed. Those laws are constant. They're here for all beings. No one escapes algorithmic molecular law, the universal laws of how matter is created. Those are the laws we must follow. All the other ones can be thrown in the trash. So for the rules of the road, like when you ride, drive on the correct side of the road, depending on where you are and which country you're in. Like, right, don't drive against traffic. Like some rule, there are a few rules that are actually very handy. You know, don't go blowing through a stoplight. Like follow those rules, like common sense, right? But the other rules, follow the ones. Ask your doctor, pay your taxes, go here, do this, get that job. Don't be a writer. You can't make a living being a writer. You can't do that. Don't do that. Even though that's what your soul is calling for. Listen inside. Follow your own inner guidance. And if you'd like some assistance in making it simple, learning how to start to live your own life in a body that feels good, in a life that feels good. This is why my friend Mara Leon and I have created Whole Being Healing to help you learn how to tune into your inner guidance, to start learning how you heal your own body, how your body is designed to heal itself, how your life is designed to heal itself, to up-level itself, to show you the power that you have to de-wobbleize your reality. Yes, that's a word. I created it myself. To remove the wobbles from your reality so you can smooth out your life, so you can flow smoothly, freely, effortlessly through your life, where everything becomes joyful, synchronistic. Opportunities appear. You don't have to work hard to make things happen. Wouldn't that feel better to live a life like that? Wouldn't it feel better knowing how to be the master of your own molecules? How to get your own body to start feeling better? How to start feeling better in your own body so your body can feel better? Doesn't that sound more enjoyable than sitting in a waiting room somewhere waiting for test results and seeing if the insurance money's going to come through? There's such more beautiful ways to live our lives. Are you ready to stop following other people's rules and start tuning in to the universal laws of feeling good, the universal laws of self-healing that allow us to heal every aspect of ourselves and our lives? The Simplicity of Self-Healing, the book that I wrote, it's a great place to start. If you haven't read it yet, please pick up a copy. Do yourself a favor and read it. You'll have many aha moments as you read. And if nothing else, it'll just help you remember what you already know. And if you'd like some actual one-on-one guidance and you'd like to quantum leap into feeling healed and whole again, wholebeinghealing.life is worth checking out. investing in yourself, remembering what you already know inside, but have been taught to forget. It's time to override the programming. And we can give you shortcuts in overriding the programming, clearing it out so that you can let your light shine, so you can start feeling good about yourself again, so that your body can start feeling good again, so you can live a life you love in a body that you enjoy being in. This is what's possible. This is what we're meant for. We're meant to experience this as our lives. We're here to live our lives. Are you ready to really live? Check out wholebeinghealing.life and see if that's your next step. Come join us. The transformation that we offer is off the charts. The people who have taken this course are experiencing profound shifts of consciousness. Every time Mara and I teach this course, it gets more and more powerful. That's why we call it a living curriculum, because it is constantly growing. And even if you took the first version of this course, just by being quantum entangled as a whole being healer, you're reaping benefits, whether you realize it or not, because that's how it's designed. It's designed to lift everybody up. It's designed to help us all thrive. It's a very unique course. Nothing else like it. And it's simple, and it's beautiful, and it's fun. So check it out. wholebeinghealing.life. Thanks so much for watching. Right now, as I am recording this on the middle of July in 2026, we've got another round of whole being healing that will be starting in early August. So now would be a great time to check it out. Enrollment is open. And if you're watching later on, then we pretty much always take new enrollments for the next round. So it's never too late. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was inspiring because, hey, we're here to live. Let's start living. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.